There's something happening here at MSG. Holy shit. What a gothic battle was that. Double overtime. These are clearly two of the top 5 best teams in the entire National Basketball Association battling it out on the second half of a back-to-back scheduling situation. Denver was in Detroit last night. They battled the Pistons. They lost by 2. They made a big, valiant comeback, but they weren't able to overcome it. And the Knicks were in Washington playing, one of the worst teams in the East. Annihilated them, but they had to travel back home. What a tremendous victory. This was an incredible game to watch, to experience. It was brutal at times, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful many times. We saw some incredibly beautiful basketball. We got to watch some of the very greatest players ever to play the game tonight battle each other. Jamal Murray was insane. He scored 20 of the first 24 points for the Nuggets. He finishes with 39. And then on the other side, Jalen Brunson, who there were moments there where I didn't want the ball in his hands late in the game in regulation, which is probably why we ended up in overtime. But that said, he delivers big time. The clutch master general, a big 42 burger. And then we have Joker, only his 4th game back. His passing, incredible, was picking the Knicks apart, getting the Nuggets back in this game, giving the Nuggets the lead. And then we have Karl-Anthony Towns, who suffers a boxing cut above the eye, just bleeding all over himself. Hits both his free throws, leaves the game. He's gone for a long time. And he comes back in the second quarter and he says, What? You missed me? You missed me? Well, guess what? I'm going to deliver for you in just 3 minutes. 7 points, a +9, completely dominates. That's all he played was less than 3 minutes in the second quarter. Turned the game around. But there were so many moments where the game got shifted one direction, in one direction or the other. This was a game where the game was tied 19 times and there were 20 lead changes. This is why I love basketball. What a fascinating game. What an amazing game. And if we had lost this game, I would still be saying this, but without the smile on my face. Because the New York Knicks just won their 8th game in a row. The longest, they're now, legitimately the longest winning streak of their season. And we're about 15 hours away from the trade deadline. 16 hours or something. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens. There was a video clip of Leon leaving the game at one point on his phone, walking down the stairs. Who knows what happened there? But I'm going to show you this. This pretty much captures the entire game right here. Look at this. That is the lead tracker. Fabulous. The Knicks did lead for the majority of the game. But the Denver Nuggets never, ever let go of the reins. The largest lead no lead ever got bigger than the single digits. Knicks once had a 9-point lead. Nuggets once had a 7-point lead. It was such a back and forth battle. I loved this game. I love this game. I love the game. I love the game, and I love what happened tonight. Welcome into the Knicks-Verse. Welcome. If this is your first time here or you've been here before, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you are alerted when I go live or drop a new video. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Drop your comments. Want to hear all your thoughts and feelings about this game. Even you guys who are here in the chat right now, later on, have any thoughts, drop it in the comments in the replay. Drop it in your comments. And definitely subscribe. Wow. Outstanding game. New York Knicks defeat the Denver Nuggets in double overtime after both teams played last night. 134-127. You have a typo here. Brunson delivers 42 in the second quarter in double overtime. Knicks just won their 8th straight. This is phenomenal. I am first of all, I'm exhausted because the game was exhausting. It was tough. It was a tough game to experience. And at the same time, a beautiful game. A really beautiful game. There was some amazing passing, some phenomenal decision making. There was a great playmaking. That you could tell these were two heavyweights that were tired, but they were just kept punching at each other. I mean, just see 19 lead changes. 19 times game tied, 20 lead changes. That just tells you the entire story. Let's get into this. Here we go. All right. But this man, Captain Clutch, delivers big time. And I want to be really clear. There was one of the reasons we did go into overtime is because the Knicks went away from what was working, which was their constant ball movement, their and player movement, looking for the open guy, keep moving the ball until you find a nice open look. That all stalled out in that fourth quarter, and Knicks ended up with 2 empty possessions that were actually in his hands. We didn't get points, and on the other end, Jamal Murray just delivered for Denver, and that's why we ended up in overtime. But then in overtime, a whole different story. Beautifully done. The one thing that I was worried about, we'll get into it, in the first overtime, I was wondering, where is Mitch? Where is Mitch in his first overtime? Finally, Brown put him in, and he delivered for him, but that's an issue. We're going to talk about that later, but look at this. 42 points for the captain, 8 rebounds, and 9 dimes. Let's go. Beautiful. Celebrate this man. We are lucky as fuck to have him as our captain. Outstanding game, outstanding performance for him. He delivered when the Knicks needed him most. That's the mark of a superstar. Superstar, a Nova star. You see what I did there? Here we have Coach Brown discussing the game afterwards. We're going to play this for you. Hopefully it sounds good.
Obviously, Jalen, 42 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Again, that's what an MVP candidate does. And on a big stage, coming off a back-to-back, they obviously had a back-to-back too, but on a big stage, he showed why, again, he should be mentioned as one of the first guys. If anybody's talking about MVP candidate, he should be one of the first ones mentioned. So big game by him and the rest of our group. And then last but not least, it's obviously Jalen.
You said it. MVP. That's what an MVP does. When your players are like at wit's end, they're exhausted, they're frazzled, that's what an MVP does. Delivers in the clutch, and he did it tonight. Fantastic game for him. He definitely gets the game ball. No doubt gets the game ball. Here's a tweet by the New York Knicks themselves. Were you not entertained? Jalen with 42 points. Cat comes through with another double-double. I think he's leading the league in double-doubles. 24 points, 12 rebounds, though he did foul out. And he got a cut, like a boxer's cut. He collided heads with Spencer Jones. He was bleeding all over himself, but hit the 2 free throws, left the game for a while, then came back and delivered in that second quarter big time. OG Anunoby comes through with 20 points. Knicks have 3 players with 20 points or more, and one of them had 42 points. So that's like 4 players with 20 points or more. And Landry Shamet, once again, delivering for his coach who believed in him. 16 points, 3 rebounds, hit a big monster three-pointer, a clutch three-pointer. Yes, from the left corner in overtime. The Knicks regained the lead. It was 117-115 with 2:02 left. Because at that point, Denver looked like they were making a run because Murray was feeling it. And then Mitch Robinson, honestly, I mean, there's no doubt he's going to actually, I'm not even sure who's the defensive player of the game, but it should be Mitch Robinson. He was outstanding tonight. We'll get back to these highlights. We'll keep going. But this was a phenomenal play. Here we go. Oh, no, not that. Apologies for that. Come on. Come on back. Here we go.
What the fuck? Let's go, Mitchie! Let's go! 12 rebounds. What the fuck? Let's go, Mitchie!
That was a thing of beauty. Mitchell Robinson takes it from the logo area, crosses over the Joker, and slams it down. Beautiful. I want more of that. Give me more. I want more. That was a fantastic play right there. Shout out to brother BKL. We got a super chat. Thank you so much, brother. He says, who cares for Bridges? Who cares about the game? But thank freaking God that we're 8th. We're 8th in a row. I'm exhausted in double overtime. Thank freaking God. Absolutely. I'm exhausted too, man. I'm exhausted too. That was awesome. Yeah, that was... I know, Mikal Bridges was an utter disaster tonight. Utter disaster. In fact, let's go look at his stats. Well, this, by the way, is the lead tracker. Shows you right there. Biggest lead was 9, 7 for Denver, 19 times tied, 20 lead changes. The longest run was a 9-0 run. Though the Knicks did put together a pretty resounding run to close out I believe it was the third quarter. The third quarter. They went on a 14-2 run to take control of the game at that point. But Denver wasn't going to fold. They weren't going to go away. They were not going to say goodnight. Not at all. But Mikal Bridges, look at this. He played only the game went 50 minutes. He played 48 and a half of them. So only for 1 minute and a half was Mikal not on the court in this game. So that alone needs to be commended. But look at OG behind him. OG played nearly 48 minutes as well. So just 33 seconds less than Mikal. OG delivers 20 points on tremendous three-point shooting, 4 of 9, 44%. But Mikal Bridges just could not deliver at all offensively. He hit one big three-pointer, but that's it. 1 of 6, that's 16.7%. 2 of 8 in from the field, that's 25%. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, and he made the worst personal foul there is. The Knicks had this game won in the first overtime. And then Mikal Bridges decides to overplay the moment, trying to block out Chris Braun, and literally just shoves him to the ground with seconds left, and the ball just bouncing around, loose ball. It was a missed shot attempt. I think it was Murray, and the ball just bounced. It's like instead of Mikal shoving Brown, they call a foul on him, send him to the line, Was it Brown? I can't remember who it was. Anyway, he comes to the line. He hits both free throws. It was Brown. And then the game is tied and it goes into second overtime. This game was over after the first overtime if McCall doesn't make that stupid foul. Or if he instead turns around and goes for the ball. How about you go for the fucking ball, bro? You know? Like, that was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous moment. But we got the win. We got the win. We got the win. Look at this. Look at Landry Shamet, man. 4 of 10 from the field. 3 assists for him. 16 points. The high man with a plus 22 and plus minus in those 30. He played nearly 36 minutes tonight. He's making a case for being one of the top 6 men in the NBA right now. But look at Mitch Robinson, man. 5 of 5 from the field in 23 minutes of play. 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Did pick up 5 personal fouls. Delivers 10 points. He's 1 of 6 Knicks in double digits. Finishes a plus 3. But his defense on Nikola Jokic at the end of this game was a masterclass. He was taking everything away from him. He was making him insane. So insane he shot 1 of 13 from the 3-point line. Now that wasn't just airball. That wasn't just him missing on his own. That was a lot of it was the intimidation of Mitchell Robinson and Mitch even blocked one of his 3-point attempts. He blocked him. In fact, that's probably the one block he got credited for. But Nikola Jokic, one of the greatest players of all time, he ends up he's on a minutes restriction. He's supposed to play 20-something minutes. Played 44 and a half. Delivers 30 points, 10 assists, 14 rebounds. The man delivers a triple-double. And the Knicks were able to defeat him. That is truly something that should be embraced. Truly embraced. Shout out to the chat. We got a great group here tonight. All right, we got Steven. We got Nikki Yak. We got Wiz, BKLA, what's up? We got Terrell White. We got Trapped in the 90s. I love that name. We got, of course, the best mod around, Lex the Destroyer. Friday night, we're going to get that 9th win. I originally called for a 7-game winning streak, and we got it. Now I'm calling for a 9-game winning streak. I want that game on Friday. And the Pistons, they play the Wizards on tomorrow night before they play us on Friday. I kind of call that fair. We just had to play a really tough back-to-back. The first game wasn't tough, but the second game was tough. And now the Pistons, because I feel like every time we play the Pistons, it's like the back end of a back-to-back, or there's some issue, scheduling issue. Well, tonight, we are on the road, though. We are going to Detroit. But I like our chances. If we take care of business in Detroit, the narratives change in terms of who is the dominant team in the Eastern Conference. For one, we will have won 9 straight. We will have beaten 2 of the top 3 teams in the NBA during that stretch, Denver and Pistons. And the Knicks will be right there. What is this? This is a mistake. Oh, sorry about that. It's supposed to be this. I had a halftime report the whole time. Sorry about that. All right, let's keep going. Let's get back to our interviews, because there were some good ones. And one was with Mitch. That was a great dunk. Let's hear Coach Brown talking about Jalen Brunson. Wait, did we already hear this? Yes, we did hear that already. It's this one. Here we go. Defensive Player of the Game announcement.
Our defensive player of the game was Mitch. It could have easily gone to OG. Both those guys were fantastic. You know, you talk about talent and Jokic and talent and Murray. and those guys were combined 25 for 60 from the floor. Jokic was 10 for 27. Murray was 15 for 33. And you're not stopping those guys. You just hope that you can make them both work on that end of the floor. And I thought our guys tried to make them work. The guys at the point of the ball, and then the defense behind it. Our defensive player of the game was Mitch. He could have easily gone to
Mitch is now tied with OG for the most defensive players of the game, and I believe that by the end of the season he will be the defensive player of the game overall for the season. But OG, just great defense he was playing. And I tell you, shout out to Jamal Murray and the Denver's offensive schemes. They were doing everything they could to peel OG off of Jamal, so Jamal could get some clean looks. No one sets a better screen than Joker. He's such a wide body and he's so quiet. He never gets called for an offensive foul in that respect. But even with all that said, in the end, OG was able to at least somewhat impact the offensive efficiency of those Denver Nuggets. I mean, Jamal shot 3 of 14 from the three-point line, and 15 of 33 overall. That's 45%. He did deliver 39 points, but he was able to impact him in a positive way. Peyton Watson did get hurt and left the game at one point, and I think late in the fourth quarter, and that definitely impacted the Nuggets on the offensive end and defensive end. He's a great two-way player himself. Now we're going to listen to Mitch Robinson in the post-game interview with Mr. Alan Hahn.
I've been waiting a long time to interview you after a game, Mitch. This game felt like a heavyweight fight. Two title contenders going at it here on the Garden floor. What was it like on the court in this double overtime win?
Yeah, it felt like a playoff game. We came out here with the right energy and mindset, and, we had to get it done.
You pride yourself on defense and, of course, rebounding as well, but especially your defense. You went up against one of the greats of all time in Nikola Jokic. He had a 30-point triple-double, but yet you can say that you defended him very well a couple of times, especially in one-on-one. What did that mean for you?
Hey, trying to get the job done. I mean, he's a great player. We all know that. And, I'm just going to try my best and do what I can.
All right, we're going to rewind early in the game. You have the ball right about here on the court. Jokic is on you. He turns for a second to look, and suddenly you put the ball on the floor. I think a career-high 3 dribbles and dunked the basketball. We didn't know you had that in your bag.
Hey, we work on that all the time. But, getting in there with the coaches and stuff like that, and they're trying to get it done.
All right, last but not least, this is a big weekend. 2 rival games coming up on the road at Detroit, at the Celtics. You're on an 8-game winning streak. What are you looking forward to in Detroit?
Trying to come home with the dubs, man. They're trying to get it done, and you just go out there and fight, and just defend the city.
All right, thanks very much, Mitch. Congratulations on the win.
Oh yes, oh yes. Oh yeah, I have a request. Buzzer beater wants to see it. He wants to see it. Here we go. He wants to see the Mitch dunk. Here we go. The crossover. Here we go. Woo!
What the fuck? Let's go, Richie! Let's go! What the fuck?
A career high 3 dribbles. A career high 3 dribbles. That's great. That's totally true. Oh, man. Ooh, we got a little interesting comment here. Fitzroy Lewis says, I saw a team like this before in 2004, and that team is Pistons against New Jersey Nets. And they went on to win the championship against the Lakers in 2004. Beautiful. Sometimes you have to speak things into the universe for them to happen. And I'm saying it now. I've been saying it all season, but I'm going to keep saying it right now. There is not a team in the East that can defeat the Knicks in a 7-game series. The New York Knicks are going to the finals. That's if everybody stays healthy, of course, or we get healthier. We're still missing. We're missing Josh Hart. We're missing Deuce. But we get completely healthy, we are going to represent the East in the finals. And then, if it's Denver facing us, first of all, that'll be an amazing finals. Incredible. It'll probably go to 7 games. But it'll be that man right there. That guy. Our second-round pick. Our longest tenured Knick. Who delivers the cup. Let's go. Let's go. I'm hyped as fuck. I'm so hyped right now. It's so hyped. Oh, man. We got some interesting tweets here. Ian Begley. Ian Begley says, he was quoting, our guys just found a way. The resilience of our group really showed. Mike Brown said, after Knicks beat Denver in double overtime for 8th straight win, Brown cites low turnovers in second half. Brown adds of Jalen Brunson's 42-point night, that's what an MVP candidate does. No doubt. Absolutely. Absolutely. Christian Winfield, his tweet is Brown on Brunson. He made the game easy for his teammates tonight. And then Mike Brown following up more on Jalen Brunson. We already read that one. And Mitch was the defensive player of the game, but Mike says it could easily have gone to OG. It could easily have gone to OG. And then we have this. I love this. Valanciunas guarding the inbounds might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Here we go. Ready? Love it. Love it. That's right. I'm amped. I am amped, man. How many times should your team win eight games in a row? And we're going to make it 10. We're going to take care of business on Friday. And then, I believe, we face the Celtics after that. Right? Let's see. Yep. Look at this stretch of games here. Denver, Detroit, Boston, Indiana, Philly, Detroit, Houston, Chicago, Cleveland. This is an intense stretch of games. And I believe the Knicks could win all of them. Yeah. They could win all of them. But before you get to there, I want us to win the 9th one in a row and the 10th one. February 6th, February 8th. Let's do it. For me, it's a breakfast game. The Boston one's 9:30 a.m. For you guys, it's 12:30. It's a nooner. This Knicks team's on a roll. But so is Boston. Boston is hot as fuck right now as well. Boston has won 7 of the last 10 games. They've won 4 in a row. They're right behind. Actually, they're tied with us for second place. But I just don't believe that they are at the caliber of the Knicks. I just don't believe it. If the Knicks hadn't had that bizarro stumble, that 11-game stretch where they could only win 2 games and they were exhausted from, various reasons, the holidays, the schedule, the NBA Cup hangover, all of that stuff conspired, the Knicks would probably be in first place or at least tied for first right now. And there would be separation between the Knicks and the Celtics. Knicks and the Celtics may be even in these standings right now, but they're not even in terms of teams, in terms of quality of teams. And I love that they got Nikola Vucevic because Cat cooks his ass. He can't defend for shit. So go ahead, make that trade. I love it. And look at the Cavaliers now. Cavaliers, though, they made some moves. They got James Harden, who is a locker room poison pill. So I'm pretty sure they're going to regret that trade. Though right now, I'm sure they're excited about it. Maybe he'll give them a couple of weeks of something interesting where it makes them excited and raises their hopes. But I don't believe in that either. And then you have the Sixers. I do worry about the Sixers. Embiid healthy definitely is a problem. Maxey, but they did trade away Jared McCain. But they have Quentin Grimes, so I'm sure Grimes is happy because that means they're going to try and re-sign him, and he's been fabulous for them. And they got VJ Edgecombe. They got some great depth. The Sixers are definitely a team to keep an eye on. They've won 5 straight themselves. Look at the East right now. Look at this top part of the East, and the Hornets have won 7 straight as well. The Knicks have. The East have. The West has not a single team that has won more than 2 games in a row right now. Not a single team that's won more than 2 games in a row, and that's OKC, who is probably about to lose to the Spurs again for a 4th time. The East, Detroit, 3 games in a row they've won. Knicks, 8 games in a row, the hottest team in the NBA. Celtics, 4 games in a row. Sixers, 5 games in a row. And the Charlotte Hornets, 7 games in a row. If I were the Magic, Hawks, or Bulls, I would be very concerned about the Charlotte Hornets. I think the Hornets are going to overtake them. I think they're going to overtake all 3 of those guys. I think the Hornets are going to end up in the 8th seed and be in the play-in, the way things are going. And you can just tell by the points differential. You can see here. In the points differential, it's the Charlotte Hornets are 6th best. Sixers are 7th, and Toronto Raptors are 8th best. And then you got the Hawks, Magic, and Bulls. Yeah. Man. Exciting times, guys. Exciting times. But the Knicks are peaking at just the right time. It's going to be fascinating what happens with the trade deadline. Who will the Knicks add? Is it going to be Ayo Dosunmu? I hope so. I think he would be a good fit for this team. Like, solid defender and, incredibly athletic, great size. The guy can score. He can create shots for himself. He can shoot the 3. I like Ayo Dosunmu a lot. He's burned us over time. All right, let's look at the team comparisons here. The Knicks got out-rebounded tonight, 65-53, which is shocking. The assists, out-assisted, 29-28. Knicks could only muster up 4 steals and 2 blocks compared to 11 stocks total for the Nuggets, 8 steals and 3 blocks. But the Knicks took care of the ball. They were sloppy earlier on. They committed too many turnovers that led to points for the Nuggets, but then they clamped it down to play 50 minutes of basketball and only cough the ball up 11 times. That is fabulous. That's great ball protection. Love that. But did they deliver in general, efficiency-wise? Fabulous. From the field, they shot 50%. From the three-point line, 36%. Nothing outstanding from the three-point line, but 36% is legit. Inside the arc, they delivered. Though points in the paint was owned by the Nuggets, 56-46. Second chance points also owned by the Nuggets, 24-16. But the transition game was dominated by the New York Knicks, 22-13. And there was that beautiful play where Cat got the steal, was racing up the court, passed it. Oh, no, he passed a long ball to OG for a beautiful dunk. Outstanding. OG and his dunks. He's just crazy with his dunks. Loving it. Let's look at the box score again here. Well, let's look at the second quarter, because the second quarter was something amazing for the Knicks. Knicks shot 40% from three, not only 5 attempts, but inside the arc, they were 8 of 14 inside the arc. Great efficiency. They were able to get themselves back in this game, and they were only down by 2 points. No, they were up. They were up 2 points, 55 to 53 at the end of the first half. Then the third quarter kicked in. The Knicks took care of business there. Brunson caught fire. He was unbelievable there. He was 3 of 7 from the three-point line, delivered 15 points. And then OG Anunoby delivers 8 points himself. Mitch comes through with some big minutes. He only played 4 minutes, but some big 4 minutes themselves. The Knicks were able to really take control of this game, and I thought we were going to run away with the game in the fourth quarter. But the fourth quarter was a whole different story. The Nuggets stepped up, and a lot of that was Nikola Jokic. He delivers 10 points himself. Jamal Murray, 4 of 6 from the field, did not attempt a three-point shot, but he delivers 8 points. Oh, he was a plus 10, Nikola Jokic, sorry. But Julian Strawther, the former Gonzaga guy, he catches fire. He delivers 8 points for them, and suddenly the Knicks are tied at the end of this game. And then we go into the first overtime. And in that first overtime, these guys were tired. They were extremely tired. Nobody could really get anything flowing. And the game, and remember, Cat fouled out. It was 119-117. And then Mikal committed the stupidest foul to Brown. Where's Brown? Here is Christian Brown. He hits both his free throws right here, and he ties the game, and we go into second overtime. But before that, Mikal did get an incredible block on Christian Brown, the same guy. So it's interesting that that's how it ended up turning out. But then they're tied. It's 119 apiece at the end of the first overtime. They go into the second overtime, and that's when the Knicks were able to really create some distance, and they lit the Nuggets up for 15 points in that second overtime, and it was all Jalen Brunson. 10 points for him. 3 of 4 from the field. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He got 3 rebounds himself, an assist, and only committed 1 turnover. That's the only turnover there. He was the difference in the game in that fourth quarter. He stepped up huge. Tremendous to think that. And he played last night. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. He is an MVP. There's no doubt. He played 47 minutes tonight. Shot 52% from the field. Shot 42% from the three-point line. Shot 82% from the free throw line. Almost had a triple-double with 9 assists and 8 rebounds. 42 points, a plus 13, 2 steals. The man is unfucking believable. His ability to create space in tight areas and to get a clean look, which is a clean look for him. For most people, it would still be a really difficult look. It's just something we have not seen in the NBA. It's truly phenomenal. Any young player who is not a burner, who doesn't have blazing speed or tremendous hops, should be studying Jalen Brunson's game and technique and make it their own. Because that is the way you become excellent, when you have somewhat limited physical skills. Just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Woo! Man. This is fabulous, guys. This is fabulous. The New York Knicks are 33-18. They have a .647 winning percentage. They are now 11-12 on the road, 21-6 at home. They now have here we go. the third best rated offense in the NBA with a 119.2 offensive rating, just behind the Nuggets at 120.7 that are tied with the Celtics at 120.7. And defensively, they are now 12th in the NBA, considering during that terrible losing stretch, they were down at the bottom. They were 29th in defensive rating. Now they are right up there. Let me show you guys right here. Here it is. They are 12th in the NBA. And then when it comes to net rating, they are the fourth best net rating in the NBA. And all this talk about the dominance of the West, look who are three of the top four top teams in net rating in the NBA. Knicks, number 4, 6.0. Pistons, 7.7. Celtics, 8.0. And then there's OKC with a 12.6. So three of the top 4 teams in net rating in the NBA are from the East. And I believe the East last week won, I think, 18. They went 18-8 or something against the West. The West still has the majority of the wins this season, but I don't think the disparity of talent and quality of teams between the East and the West is as big as it was at the beginning of the season. That is something to really take note of right there. Shout out to We Survey 100 People. Thank you so much. A great Knicks-Verse channel supporter. I truly appreciate all the support you guys give. You specifically give to Into the Knicks-Verse. He just gifted 2. He gifted a membership to Ed Espinal, and then Lex the Destroyer. My God, thank you so much, brother. He gifted a membership as well to OWatts39. Congratulations, both of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys fucking rock. You guys are fabulous. I truly appreciate that. We're going to be winding it down right now. Mo Diawara definitely is nice. The man is a legit player. Mo D is a legit player. Didn't have a great game tonight. I think he hit his first 3 or maybe a second one, and then he was off on a couple others. There were definitely some 3-pointers that were attempted that were rattled out. Like Cat had some of those, 2 of them. We would have won the game if the Cat had hit that. Yeah, you guys are fabulous. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We got I got to switch my glasses. We got Trapped in the 90s right here. We got the Journal 2566. We got FGC Hitman. What's up, brother? He said, I felt like Kolek was struggling to get past half court. I still have Kolek, though. He's usually efficient according. You know what? You got to shout out the Denver defense. That is a legit defense. The Denver Nuggets are a phenomenal defensive team. So to struggle against that, that's fine. But he didn't make mistakes that crippled the Knicks. I thought he gave us some quality minutes. Yes, cool. Mo Diawara definitely going to be a piece. He is going to be a piece. Terrell Wright says, gritty New York team win. Beautiful. Carl Anthony Pangliani says, the never say die attitude of the New York Knicks led by Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. Yes. Love it. I love your enthusiasm, guys. I love it. Beautiful. All righty. We got ourselves a team, Knicks fans. We got ourselves a team that is going to put a hurt on a lot of other teams. We stumbled. We went through dark night of the soul, as I was talking about last night, and we've come out of it. The team has figured out, like the hero in a movie who goes through the dark night of the soul where all is lost, where things are worse than they ever were before. They have their Illuminati moment, and they see the path to how they can get to accomplishing their goal. And the Knicks I feel have done that. Well, the proof is there. 8 games straight. 8 games straight after going 2-9. What an answer back. Fabulous. I cannot wait for more. Let's go. All right. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. You guys are fabulous. Best fans around. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Drop your comments. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings about anything Knicks. Share the video. Join the channel. There's a join button down below. Check out the merch store. You get merch right here. I'm going to put out a discount code pretty soon. I'll put it out tomorrow to celebrate this 8 games in a row. Fabulous. If you're a Knicks fan and you're not smiling tonight, you're probably sleeping. All right. Tomorrow's trade deadline, so there could be more news. So stay tuned for that. Turn on the notification bell so you get alerted. I will. My work has been pretty intense lately, so it's been hard to put out more content during the day. But if a trade goes down for the Knicks, I will definitely be jumping on. So stay tuned for that. All righty. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please follow me on social media. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Share the video. Drop your comments. And I will see you around the Knicks-Verse. Let's go! Yes! 9 and 10 in a row. Let's go.